Hi, my name is Muzzammil Shaik and I'm 22 years old. I originally wanted to write an essay about the Miss Marvel audition, but I thought that it would be better if I spoke it instead. So, for as long as I can remember, what has made the cinematic and TV experience so worthwhile and alluring is their capability to whisk me away from everyday struggles. And sometimes those very struggles can be the key to unlocking the greatest creative moments. And throughout history, we've seen heroes fight for themselves, for their families, and for the good of all things inherently good in this world. And I've seen my fair share of comic book films over the years, but I knew that the MCU was different. And when people are asked what a superhero means to them, they usually think of the impossible. They almost never see the vulnerability and the humanity in these characters. And without these two factors, the movies that audience members tend to see tend to be the formulaic good guy, bad guy smackdown. But with what I've witnessed with the Infinity Saga this past decade is I know that the superheroes of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are something more. And I've seen each character's growth over the years, from their highs to their lows, and admire their will to not only be better people, not only better superheroes, but also better people. And Tony Stark was, in my opinion, the Captain Jack Sparrow of the MCU. And something I could not overlook was his evolution from the arrogant hero to a mentor, and finally to a savior. And even Steve Rogers, who started out with his do-good attitude, evolved to become a more multifaceted person. He grew to understand that even the best of us can have a dark side. And despite their independent growths, it was their sense of unity and family that ended up bringing everyone together. Natasha Romanoff in Avengers Endgame beautifully reflected, I used to have nothing. And then I got this job, this family, and I was better because of it. And this is the power of family. This is what made me love each and every team player in even their hardest battles. They knew that win or lose, they would stand together. And with this type of unity, I would strongly believe that Miss Marvel will carry this message into the future. And I was always curious to see someone accurately portray someone of my background and faith while also balancing the acceptance of the world's culture and modern-day society. But even the closest stories never quite seem to get that right on film or TV, as they would end up playing a stereotypical role that society only knows them to be. But after I began reading a few of G. Willow Wilson's comics, I instantly knew that I wanted to be a part of this family and support Kamala. And when I read the first issue of the comic series, I could not believe how much I identified with Kamala and Amir. And I'm a young man who loves family, friendship, diversity, and faith, and I also love film, storytelling, and creativity. But another key reason why I identify with the Khan siblings is because I face the very cultural crossroads that they and many others still face. And with all this in mind, I believe playing a part in Kamala's family would bring out the best in me and help share my ideals of hope, love, and connection being triumphant. And when Mr. Feige announced this series for Disney Plus, I knew the timing could not be more perfect. And I would be extremely humbled to have the opportunity to audition for a role in this Miss Marvel series. Thank you very much.